They have a magical attraction for us, fueling our imagination and providing ample room for speculation. The quiet and reserved are something like a blank canvas among us humans, onto which we can project our speculations and imaginations to our heart's content. Introverts are constantly surrounded by an air of mystery and mystique. Since they reveal so little about themselves, we have to make up our own minds about them. Numerous studies have now proven that a quiet and reserved person is perceived as more attractive and likable by others. There are several reasons for this, the 6 most interesting of which we'll present in today's video. If you like our videos, feel free to support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the bell for notifications, and get excited for new videos uploaded every day. Number 1. They are good listeners. If you don't want to push yourself to the fore, you like to let others take the lead. Introverts have therefore mastered the art of active listening. This makes them popular conversationalists and welcome guests at any event. However, this quiet talent is not only due to their sympathetic and philanthropic attitudes. Introverts also quite unabashedly exploit the fact that most people prefer talking to listening for their own purposes. In this specific case, this means that any conversation that they do not have to actively dispute, but that someone else does for them, is successful conversation for them. There is indeed a touch of self-interest here. However, the fact that their conversation partners are so pleased to finally meet someone who listens to them patiently and even with interest makes this smart ulterior motive absolutely forgivable. The quiet ones among us, however, naturally also gain a knowledge advantage from these rather one-sided conversations. As we all know, if you want to learn, you have to listen. Number 2, they choose their words carefully. Think first, then speak. This is the motto of introverts. It will hardly ever happen that a thoughtless remark or a verbal gaffe crosses these people's lips. They are not great speakers anyway, and prefer to keep their thoughts to themselves. But they will listen all the more attentively when they do speak up. This advantage is on the side of those who are not very eloquent. People automatically listen to them more and give their comments more weight than those of the chatterboxes. This restraint appears very polite and distinguished to those around them. In addition, this automatically makes them appear more intelligent and also a little inscrutable. Achieving great effect with just a few words is one of the secret superpowers of introverts. Additional bonus of this silence is golden tactic: the probability of saying something unwise or even stupid is automatically very low. Number 3, they are loyal. When introverts enter into relationships, they never do so lightly, for by doing so, they are making another a part of their life and their inner circle. Joining this exquisite network is a cause for real joy, because loyalty is writ large in the introvert cosmos. They choose their social environment wisely and have a good sense for people. The chosen few with whom they voluntarily come into contact may be assured of their help and support. Unfortunately, this backing has become a rare commodity in the jungle of interpersonal relationships. No wonder, then, that it is one of those qualities that automatically makes introverts active in our eyes and also, of course, very likable and endearing. Number 4, it's exciting with them. You will never truly meet an introvert at the first attempt. Imagine it rather like patiently deciphering a Rubik's Cube. It will take exactly the amount of time that introverts deem appropriate to be allowed to get close to them. Even in romantic relationships, they never put their cards on the table right away, but always stay undercover for a bit. They decide when to reveal more information about themselves and, more importantly, to whom. This approach has nothing to do with any weird tactics or mind games. On the contrary, not everyone has to wear their heart on their sleeve, to be honest. The reserved among us just like to decide for themselves when they are ready to open up to their environment. You will therefore regard every progress in this direction with tension and high expectation. You will rarely be disappointed if you allow introverts the freedom they desire. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day either, and it was worth the wait. Number 5, you are more successful than average. People who invest more time in thinking, keep their circle of friends manageable, and tend to hold back on speaking up themselves. They enjoy many advantages in themselves. One of them is undoubtedly being able to spare more time and resources for things that make us reach for the stars professionally or personally, spiritually or intellectually. Many highly successful people shy away from the limelight and rarely give interviews, preferring to use social media platforms, their agents, or their PR departments to communicate with the outside world. There is no arrogance behind this, at least not in most cases. Rather, the answer is that these people are introverts who prefer to do things for themselves, persistently pursue their goals, and subject their entire lives to them. This is why they are more likely than average to have resounding success with what they do. Introverts are also not so quick to show their cards. Until success is certain and a milestone has been reached, hardly anyone will have any idea what they are hacking out in their innovative minds. This approach has the additional advantage that failed projects do not reach the public. The public only ever sees the successful plan. Number 6, they are calmness personified. Serenity wins and is definitely an advantage when you want to explore the stormy seas of life with confidence. Introverts can rely on the principle that there is strength in calmness. They build on this, and therefore always appear to outsiders as if nothing and no one could shake them. They reject any form of artificial excitement or staged drama. They prefer to quietly form their own opinions about people and situations. They like to keep their opinions to themselves, which is why it is often difficult for others to understand where this excess of composure comes from. Introverts also spend a lot of time thinking about life and their fellow human beings. It is not uncommon for them to be very spiritually inclined, but they don't talk about it much. This farsightedness, the basic trust in a higher sense, and the knowledge that everything in life is only temporary make them the calm pole. What appears to their environment as the rock in the surf is nothing more than a mix of empirical values, consciously chosen convictions, and the knowledge that everything will be all right in the end. Today's conclusion: unbelievably attractive, silently. Attractiveness is a term that reflects many facets of a person. It doesn't just include their outward appearance or a friendly nature. We like people who are mysterious and secretive, don't make stupid remarks, and, of course, lead a life that is successful. If we are then allowed to know them on our side, the irresistible total package is complete. Introverts are definitely a safe bank to bet on. That's it for today. Thanks a lot, and see you soon.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.